Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well today and welcome back to Mark's Stock Review. Today's video is going to be on GrowGeneration. I'm going to go over a brief overview and some recent activities, some headwinds, tailwinds, the chart, my price target, and a takeaway. And as always, I keep my videos short and sweet and to the point to respect your time because I know it's valuable. So if you do find this video helpful, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification and thumbs up. That said, let's get started. GrowGeneration owns and operates retail hydroponic and organic gardening stores in the United States. They are the largest with 29 retail and distribution centers, and they offer thousands of products. They market and distribute products for commercial and urban cultivators growing specialty products, including organics, greens, and plant-based medicines. They offer products for cannabis cultivators, and so they are an ancillary player in the cannabis space. GrowGeneration recently made a strategic move to acquire the Phoenix-based hydroponic depot. They timed this acquisition perfectly to the vote of Proposition 207, which would legalize limited possession, cultivation, and the use of marijuana for ages 21 years and older in the state of Arizona. Now, if this vote passes on the November 2020 ballot, it's estimated that Arizona's cannabis market could grow from over $700 million in 2020 to over a $2 billion market. That's impressive. First tailwind from my point of view is that they no longer need to demonstrate path to profitability. They've been able to generate profit while increasing growth, which is hard to do for a relatively small company. And because this has been achieved, they're going to be more likely to attract bigger investors who have less risk tolerance. Add in the triple-digit sales growth, and I'm very impressed with their financial progress. On both Webull and Yahoo Finance, they're showing buy ratings. Also, I took a look at the price targets by analysts. They often are lagging and inaccurate. However, I don't look at the exact numbers with price targets. I look to see them in a broad view on whether they are generally bullish or bearish, and in this case, they're bullish, which is a good thing. I also want to note that they appointed former Home Depot Bob Nardelli as Senior Strategic Advisor. He helped Home Depot grow into a more than a $90 billion company, so I do pay attention to these types of appointees. Another tailwind from my point of view is having the benefits of being in the ancillary cannabis space. Some researchers think that the ancillary cannabis industry may be actually 2.5 times bigger than the actual cannabis industry. Plus, GrowGeneration is not going to have the added costs of attorney fees to protect unique cannabis strains and to help alleviate the often complicated tax liabilities and laws for growers. The one headwind I will mention for GrowGeneration is that their cash flow is still negative. Just because their net income is positive does not mean they're out of the woods. Negative cash flow means that they can't fund their own growth. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it may result in future capital raises through debt and or share offerings, which could affect the share price. And full disclosure, I do not currently own shares of GrowGeneration at the time of this recording, but if I did decide to buy shares, I would probably buy half before the election and buy half after the election to spread out my risk. And for me, I would be looking at a $17.50 to $18 range to enter. To sum it all up, this company is turning a profit while growing at a reasonable rate, which is very impressive from my point of view. Also, it's actually hard to argue a bearish case for this company, and that tells you something. And lastly, with the election looming, I'm just going to be very careful with my trades. I'm expecting high volatility, and especially with companies that have direct implications with voting, and be very careful and spread out my trades. That does it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you do, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Also hit the bell notification so you're one of the first ones to know when I upload a new video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.